Which Rainbow in 11 minutes. Go.
Seconds into this movie, we're already recycling from the first movie.
One.
So, first scene in and we're right for a fart joke. Let's introduce our villain characters. We have the obvious leader, the brainless comedic relief, and the other one. These hoods must be employing some sort of TARDIS technology in order to conceal all of that hair. Cringe-worthy exposition, which is already known to the characters, but still needs to be said for the viewer's sake. In the first movie, more than 4 minutes of screen time passes in between Sunset Shimmer's transformation and defeat. In this movie, it's done in less than 10 seconds.
It's equestrian magic, and we're going to use it to make everyone in this pathetic little world adore us.
Movie rips off screenplay my sister wrote when she was 6. Oh, and screw this guy for making me like something I want to hate. This exists. Was a trademark symbol really required here? Does that mean all of the characters aren't trademarked because they don't have 2 letters floating above their heads? Ah, so that's what they look like without their hooker boots. This might be the only time you'll ever see a musical instrument being plugged in. Both actor and character making say a swear word when pronouncing their names. Rebecca Joyce and Sunset Shimmer. This is the second time we're seeing this logo because reasons? Who are seen but never heard. Cronies and their OCs in a nutshell.
Most exciting events we've had at CHS since the fall formal.
Yes, exciting. That's the word I would use to describe zombie spells, she-demons, and weaponized magical energy on school property. When you need smooth and subtle exposition, Pinkie Pie is always the perfect choice. The only thing more magical than the evil she-demon, hate-leeching sirens, and purple pony princess are the wireless instruments. Do rings simply appear on the outside of clothing?
I just wonder why it happens. Who cares why it happens?
Movie does an excellent job at addressing, then promptly ignoring its own plot holes. Brad is in this movie. I'm not even joking when I say that there was booing in the theater. Based on the position of his feet, Brad wasn't even close to colliding with this wall. Rarity's voice comes from Applejack's mouth. Completely illogical lighting reveal.
We sing like all the time. It's how we get people to do what we want.
There's more of that subtle exposition this movie is so great at conveying.
Work's the worst.
You are!
You'll have to excuse them. They're idiots.
We've reached the apex of comedic genius, folks.
That's just it. I can't put my finger on it.
Welcome to Idioms You Should Never Hear in a My Little Pony movie.
Just gonna do what we always do. Stir up some trouble and then feed off the negative energy.
Because no one understood what these characters do the first 2 times it was mentioned. Keep hammering it in, movie. Maybe your audience's feeble minds will be able to comprehend it soon enough.
It's Taco Tuesday!
Odd, considering no one is eating tacos.
Just follow my lead. Or my lead.
Power struggle subplot, which is never addressed again. Anyone else sense something strangely inappropriate about the Dazzlings? What with their style of singing and need to touch everyone as they walk by? Well, the sirens do come from Greek mythology regarding a female figure seducing sailors. I'd say that's pretty sin-worthy. The Dazzlings feed off of negative energy with the goal of having power and control. They generate this energy by casting a spell on everyone, which grants them the power role needed to make people generate the energy. Is anyone else sensing a paradoxical storyline here? Sunset's surety mark disappears. Nicole Oliver seems to be the only voice artist that got the memo about her character being under a spell, and because of it, her acting sounds rather dry. Mysterious old book ex machina. This movie has so many contrived plot devices that TV Tropes deserves to be in the credits as lead writer. Oh, look! Ponies are actually in this My Little Pony movie. Buy our toys! Fluttershy and EJ are pushing a box, then suddenly they disappear.
Impossible! I have no idea, but...
Movie does an excellent job at addressing, then promptly ignoring its own plot holes. At this rate, I'll be able to copy and paste most of these sins. The humanized pony dimension is Equestria's trash dump. I'm okay with this. Either electricity is canon, or magic travels through positive and negative terminals.
And the interval between the 2 points is defined as the square root of the sum of the squares of the separation between the points along 3 spatial dimensions.
Don't suppose we could join you this time around?
Of course. That would actually make for a mildly interesting story. Rarity's last words to Twilight were...
And don't forget to dress.
And what does she do? She forgets the dress. And just pose for the trailer?
I'm back.
Perfect. Whoever took this video is quite knowledgeable about green screen effects.
My crown was returned to Equestria, but some of its magic must have remained here at Canterlot High.
Wait, that's really the explanation the movie's rolling with? Who needs the magic of friendship? Magical MacGuffin for the win! To pay all-knowing logic transforms dogs into humans, but dragons into dogs. It's going to work. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. What? It didn't work? Pose camera again, and done.
I don't know what we would have done if you hadn't come back to help us.
Ironic foreshadowing of Twilight's uselessness. No, really, just like the last movie, Twilight could have stayed in Equestria and things could have played out the same way without her.
You want ants? 'Cause that's how you get ants.
Pinkie Pie eats this old donut right before bed, and apparently it gave her weird dreams. Well, there's one of your few reasons to see this movie. I just saved an hour of your life. You can thank me later. This board and microwave disappear. It's par for the course with ponies, but human rarity getting dressed out in the open for anyone passing by to see is a sin. Gang signs.
About 20% less cool.
Get with the times, movie. That reference was so season 1. Did they know Rarity would wear a costume involving metal, or do they just normally carry around giant magnets? Everyone assumes Rarity is being a jerk, because apparently they're all blind to giant red magnets. Pinkie has a very prominent voice, despite being the only one with no microphone. Twilight inhales when she sings. I think we have a winner. Oh yeah, Brad is still in this. A character so unnecessary that the only suitable scene introduction for her is the most obnoxious cliche in the book.
Why are you acting like this? I thought we were friends.
Brad just got friend-zoned. What is it with this school and its conveniently dark hallways?
We know all about you, Sunset Shimmer.
Wouldn't they also most likely know about the whole Twilight is a magical pony thing then? Therefore invalidating this movie's plotline of trying to keep that a secret?
I've changed. I'm in a much better place now.
Sunset Shimmer found Jesus.
They didn't ask you to be in the band.
Probably everyone would want to see them play if she was in the group.
Well, she's probably right. The human five seem to be her only friends, and Sunset is indeed able to sing and play.
Remember, girls, we want to save the good stuff for when our full power has been restored.
Why? Aren't they only performing to gain power in the first place? If you would like to hear the full song, buy the album on iTunes today. These subtle lens flares thought they could slip under my radar.
She's gone! Oh wait, there she is!
That was pretty funny. I sure hope they don't repeat that gag and make it stale and annoying. If the pony transformation thing has ties to the magic of friendship, why would Dash be the only one to transform? If the transformation has nothing to do with it, then how does it help them defeat the villains in the finale? And why does Twilight seem to imply the exact opposite in the first movie?
She was still trouble.
But that didn't sound like insert favorite fanboys here. Why do the Dazzlings need to perform a new spell to control the outcome? Based on the dialogue of pretty much everyone in the school, everyone already seems to be under their control. The odds of no one getting hurt from this fall are pretty low, but the odds of every instrument being unscathed is even lower. Trixie refers to herself in the first person. Virtually every time the group has an argument, it was brought upon them by Applejack being rudely snide. This isn't petty apple horse hate on my part. She's literally the one causing the majority of these arguments.
Anybody here remember
83.
Replace being in the Rainbooms with this movie. What's with the magical haymakers? The Dazzlings aren't performing their feeding ritual yet. Irony.
How can they be using our magic? It's the magic of friendship.
Yeah, the magic of friendship, which only works when convenient for the script or when performing music, and for some inexplicable reason has ties to pony ears appearing out of nowhere despite these characters having no actual ties to Equestria. The word of the day is contrived. Hours of being trapped later, suddenly, Spike X Machina.
We're getting the band back together?
I would probably be more excited for them if the band hadn't split up mere seconds ago. Come on, movie, you've got a whole hour and still resort to the pacing of an episode.
I don't think it matters what song we play.
All of that time spent stalling while Twilight worked on the counterspell was just filler. Filler which makes no sense considering they've played many songs already during the competition, unless the movie really is throwing away the friendship as magic concept altogether in favor of music really well. All this way and not once did anyone think they might need a speaker? My little humanized pony high transformers, now available in the Hasbro Salad aisle. After spending a long, drawn-out scene establishing that Twilight can't sing, Twilight sings. DJ Pone3's visual equalizer freezes for a moment. Quite obviously have the same singing voice. Lyrics involving a bomb, written by Fluttershy. Sonata's pendant reappears shortly after being shattered. And that's the last we see of our lead villains. They just walk off screen.
This isn't goodbye. It's just goodbye till next time.
Nope, I'm sorry, movie. You're not good enough for a post-credit scene. Called it. Just like the first movie, I had a chance to see this in theaters. Also, much like the first movie, the story is forgettably cliched and the writing obviously dumbed down for the younger audience. My final sin for the first movie pretty much covers my opinion of Equestrian Girls as a concept, and it really hasn't changed at all. By the way, if anyone from DHX is watching this, I love you. Please don't hate me. Goodbye.
Episode 102. 나 이거 보내 나한테는 한 번?
Are you mad?